So you have Virgo Sun, you have Pisces Moon in the 4th house. You also have Lilith in Pisces in the 3rd house. I can only imagine what this feels like for you. One minute you're trying to organize your life, meal prepping for the apocalypse, and then the next you're crying over a commercial that makes you feel sad to the point where you feel like you might dissolve into it. You ask me and you're wondering how you can exist with this constant internal whiplash of pain. Well, here's the secret. You don't. The tension that you feel, this ridiculous, beautiful clash between your spreadsheet loving brain and your go with the flow soul, this isn't a design flaw. This is the very engine of you, uniquely genius. Learning to work with it is the key to turning it all around so that suffering can feel like a profound gift. Before we get into it, this is the Darling Aura and I'm Clarissa. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe and share if this video resonates with you and you'd like to know more about your particular placement. Drop comments and I will get to it. So let's begin. This feeling of being a walking contradiction isn't just you being dramatic, so let's just stay away from that. This is literally written in your stars. Your Virgo Sun is your ego, your drive, the part of you that gets things done. So it's earthy, it's a practical force that wants to fix, improve and organize everything it sees. The true perfectionist. It's the part of you that spots the typo on the menu, actually enjoys assembling IKEA furniture and feels a deep, almost profound responsibility to make things better. But your emotional world, your Pisces Moon, is basically a psychic sponge living in the 4th house of your chart. This is the foundation of your life. Ruling your home, your roots, your ancestry. It's watery. It's a boundless realm of empathy, pure feeling that runs on vibes, not logic. And it can be painful. You can feel lost. It merges with everything, feels everything, and tunes into collective pain and joy like it's a radio. Private realms of your family and your home, and in all areas of home life, family life, mother's karma, your ancestral lineage. The real question isn't how to stop the pain, but it's how to get these two powerful opposing forces to finally start fighting and start collaborating. So this is your sacred conflict. So let's get real about what this war feels like. Your Pisces Moon in the 4th house means your emotional well-being is deeply tied to your home environment, to your maternal figures, and you're likely processing your mother's karma. You feel the ancestral tide of sorrow and the sacrifice that were made that have no logical source. And then because you have Lilith and Pisces in your 3rd house, this suggests a core wound around communication. The mystical, the intuitive, the poetic things that you just instinctually know. Lilith in Pisces, these things were shamed, they were dismissed, they were misunderstood from a very young age, which is the 3rd house. So you learn to silence your inner knowing, the inner poet. Now honey, this creates a really nasty feedback loop. Your Pisces Moon feels soul-crushing sadness for the smallest of things. Your Virgo Sun immediately chimes in with, why are you being so dramatic? Is this an efficient use of your emotional energy? Let's formulate a 5-step plan to fix it all, fix everybody. If only they would just listen. Then your Lilith wound whispers, don't even try and explain this feeling. You'll just be called crazy. This is the central agony, the battle between the inner perfectionist and the inner poet. Virgo's relentlessness for order might smack right in Pisces' gentle acceptance for glorious chaos, leaving you in a state of permanent low-grade anxiety. When it gets too much, the shadow sides emerge. Virgo's overthinking spirals into a crippling self-criticism. Simultaneously, your Pisces moon is feeling attacked and overwhelmed and just might check out through escapism, daydreaming, fantasy, or more destructive habits. You feel perpetually misunderstood, mostly by yourself, but you have a brilliant analytical mind and a deeply compassionate, intuitive heart, but they're just speaking two different languages. And this leaves you exhausted and feeling like a fraud. It's the built-in challenge of the Virgo Pisces axis. This is a tightrope between the service provider and the surrender. So let's explore this axis of integration. Virgo and Pisces are opposite signs in the zodiac. In astrology, opposite signs are two halves of a whole, holding the missing pieces of each other. Your chart isn't a mistake. It's an invitation to build between the two, the real and the mystical worlds. That pain you feel is a signal that these two energies are begging to be brought together to have a cohesive working relationship. First, Virgo's gift to your Pisces moon, your boundless fourth house heart feels everything, absorbing the emotions of your family and your home without filter, which is exhausting. Your Virgo Sun offers a gift of discernment, the spiritual bouncer for your heart. Virgo is the one that will create boundaries. It helps you to build these healthy boundaries so that you can separate your feelings from your inherited maternal karma and the things that you deeply care about without drowning. Pisces dreams up beautiful visions but can struggle to make them happen. Virgo is the master of the action plan. It takes an intuitive flash at things and creates a step-by-step guide to make it real. So structure doesn't have to kill your magic, it has to give it a place to land. Now, what about your Pisces gift to your Virgo Sun? Your Virgo Sun is relentlessly self-critical, let's be honest, chasing the impossible standard of perfection. Your Pisces Moon offers a gift of compassion and forgiveness. It looks at your so-called flaws and reminds you that there is a profound beauty in imperfection. It heals that third house Lilith wound, giving you permission to speak your fluidity, your intuitive truth, even if it sounds strange. While Virgo serves by doing, Pisces serves by being. Your Pisces moon softens Virgo's sharp edges, infusing your daily grind with grace and reminding you to surrender when you can't control the outcome. It's the soul that gives all your hard work a purpose beyond the obnoxious obligation and anxiety that surrounds it. So how can you live in this sacred union? If you want to know what it looks like to live with your pain transformed into purpose, then these energies work together. You become the practical mystic, the compassionate architect. You're the grounded dreamer. You're the person who can listen with an oceanic Piscean empathy and then offer some really grounded, actionable Virgo advice that really helps, actually helps. You don't just offer a shoulder to cry on, you help them build a better boat. Your life can stop being a battlefield and become a temple where your head and heart are honored. You're perfectly designed for work that blends analytical skills with deep compassion. Think healing professions, therapy, or the arts. This is more than just about your career. This is your sanity. Here are some ways that you can start building this bridge inside yourself. Because you have that creativity inside you, I would recommend starting a journal, because your Pisces moon can then go wild, doodle and write poetry, write your thoughts, just get it all out. This can also be the sanctuary for your third house Lilith to place those thoughts that are too weird or too sensitive and can really be honored and heard first by yourself. Then allow your Virgo Sun to gently notice the patterns in your thought process and not just judge the grammar. Secondly, you can be mindful about your routines because as a Virgo, you do love schedules. Pisces thrives on magic and fluidity. So once you combine them, you can turn your morning coffee into a gratitude routine. Make your evening tidy up a meditation on creating a peaceful sanctuary in your home. It's really about creating the sanctuary in your home in the way that feels so comfortable for you. This is the seat of your emotional well-being. It's about weaving your spirit, which is your Pisces side, into your daily tasks, which Virgo would love. So you're turning your to-do list into your series of secret acts. Thirdly, of course, I cannot go without saying you've got to practice compassionate discipline. You've got to use that Virgo discipline not to beat yourself up, but to consistently schedule your Piscean compassionate self. Don't block that Pisces moon out. Give it time to rest, to daydream, to do absolutely nothing productive. Treat yourself to doing nothing. That time is just as important as any deadline or critiquing that you need to do. You have to teach your Virgo side that rest isn't lazy, it's essential maintenance. And then finally, practice setting emotional boundaries. So I know this is where it's really coming from. Before you walk into family gatherings with a heavy conversation, visualize a gentle shield of light around you. This honors both your Pisces sensitivity and your Virgo need for self-preservation. It's crucial for you to manage the fourth house moon's tendency to absorb the energy of your home and your loved ones. So honey, being a Virgo sun with a Pisces moon is not a life sentence of eternal conflict. It's a sacred calling, and you're here to be the bridge between the two worlds, to heal your maternal karma, to find the courage to speak on your intuitive truth. You're here to prove that the most powerful healings happen where practical service meets unconditional love. The conflict you feel is just the friction between the two to polish it like a gem. Your purpose was never to exist without pain, because pain is your gift. It's learning how to alchemize it into healing yourself and showing how everybody else can heal. So thank you for the question. And if you're watching this and you're a Virgo sun with Pisces moon, just know that your experience is incredibly unique. Then please comment below. Your story might actually be what somebody needs to hear and read today. And if you want more insight into your personal cosmic blueprint via your birth chart, make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, and comment below, share. We'll see you next time. Bye.